Hey guys, it's Brad from B&T Catfishing Adventures. Today, I want to discuss CPR for catfishing. Is it a good thing or not? Well, if you don't know what that means, we're going to discuss that and both sides of the topic. So come on back. Okay, guys, so some of you may not know what CPR is for catfishing. Well, we're not doing chest compressions on the fish, although CPR for catfishing does extend the life of the catfish, and that's what it's about. CPR stands for catch, photograph, and release. Now, there's some alternate meanings to that, but basically that is the premise. You catch the fish, you get your photo of the fish with you and the fish, and then you return it safely back into the water. But is that as good for the catfish and in the environment as it sounds? We all dream of catching our new personal best large catfish and maybe even setting a state record. But are we handling these fish for what's best for them and the environment? We also love the idea of finding that honey hole that is just loaded with catfish that allows us to bring them in one after the other. As said earlier, we're going to discuss both sides of this topic. CPR is in concept a good idea, but like any topic or subject, people want to go to the extreme. There are people out there that thinks every fish that's caught should be released back into the water. Scientifically, this is a terrible idea because then you create overcrowdedness in there, and all these fish are fighting for the same food source and so on and so forth. Fish do have to be thinned out from time to time. If we've doubled or tripled the amount of catfish in the water, we're also eliminating all these other species that these catfish feed on because we're cutting those numbers down tremendously. And I've got to tell you, I like to catch bass and striper and so on and so forth, but all these are nothing more than food for the catfish. So we have to watch that. If we also get overcrowdedness, we get stunted fish. These fish, I don't know if you've seen small ponds and lakes where there's just too many fish in the water, and these fish turn out to be small, never going to grow any larger than just a small size there. So it can be overdone. Now, the fish we want to return back into the water are the extremely large fish. It takes a long time for a fish to get to reproductive age and quality genes for them to get to that trophy size. At the end of this video, I'm going to leave some statistics on the age of the fish and how long it takes for them to reach reproduction size and age there. I think some of you are going to be very surprised at how old these fish are before they start reproducing and the size they have to get to before that occurs. So if we're taking those fish out, we are reducing the population tremendously by taking these much larger fish out. So the fish we want to take out are the smaller fish. 5 pounds and under is generally a better idea if you're going to just put a single weight limit on all species of catfish. But some take longer than others to reach that size. Some do mature a little sooner and could be taken, at a different stage in their life, and that would be okay. Some produce more fish at a faster rate of pace as well. But let's next talk about those huge stringers of catfish. Many of us like the idea of being able to bring home a nice stringer of catfish. These are delicious fish and should be enjoyed a few times a year. Well, we all also have seen those folks with the extremely large stringers of fish. More fish we know than they need or need to be in their freezer, right? So they're destroying a lot of fish. These people think by posting these videos, we are all going to think they are the greatest fishermen ever. Nope, the only person that thinks that is themselves. When in reality, all they did was found the right spot at the right time with the right bait. Many of us have had that experience, and if you haven't, it will probably happen in your lifetime. However, these folks are destroying more fish than is needed, depleting an area of fish and maybe thinning it out a little too much. Many times these people are taking fish of all sizes and shapes and have no need for that amount of fish. Take what is needed. Scientifically, we know lakes, rivers, and so on do need to be thinned out at times, but we can also deplete the number of fish to the extreme as well. There's many people out there that are biblical. Well, God tells you it's okay to eat fish. He has furnished those fish for you. But he also does not want you to be a glutton. So do not squander what he has provided, right? Leave some fish. Don't take everything you can get your hands on. Again, scientifically, we know fish take a while to get larger and age before they start reproducing. So again, both sides of the issue, fish do need to be returned to the water at times, especially the larger fish, right? CPR, folks, on the larger fish, right? Those are the quality fish with good genes of reproduction age that's going to keep these rivers, lakes healthy with quality fish for years to come. Take out the smaller fish to keep the population thinned down, but only take what you need, no more. There's no need for that. All right, folks, that's my take. Love it, hate it, whatever. We're giving you some scientific facts on this, as well as even we went to the biblical side. But at the end, like I said, we're going to leave some information that shows the age of these fish for the channel cat, the flatheads, and the blues, and how long it takes them to reach reproduction age. Thanks for watching and sticking around. Guys, we hope to see you soon out on the water.